This is Sky. Welcome to Sky's Intuition, and let's begin. Divine Source, thank you for the light that you shine upon me. May it shine through me and be a shield of protection, protecting me morning, noon, and night, whether I'm coming, whether I'm going, whether I'm asleep, whether I'm awake, at all times, constantly. Please console anybody who is in need at this time. Thank you for my YouTube viewers and subscribers and the divine message. Okay. Man, I'm deep in thought today. All this stuff. Let's see what's going on. I'm only going to do 3, so this way I'm going to shorten up the reading with 3 rows, and this way maybe I can fit in, more readings in for you guys. So, game over for someone. First card out. And maybe do a different spread too at some point in time. Mental intelligence. This will just be 15 card spread. Mental intelligence. Somebody's too smart, so that ended this game somebody was playing. I was playing games. Waiter, waitress, restaurant employee. What about it? Overdue final notice. Something's overdue final notice. For those who want to know, and they are Patreon members, the Patreon Gypsy Hobo reading is up. It's kind of spicy. They usually are over there. Murder plot. Oh, Lord. Murder. Waiter and waitress. Game over. Somebody's too smart. Figured something out. So now you figured it out, so they want to take you out, right? Is that what this should be called? Serving time? Somebody's serving time here. Maybe somebody's serving time for trying to take you out. Oh, wow. Trust the process. Trust the process. Or over a period of time, eating humble pie. Waiter, waitress, somebody's serving the humble pie. Restaurant employee, eating their words. Maybe you or somebody else. Motor vehicle, something having to do with the motor vehicle. Did someone do something to someone's car? Cars are like little mini apartments nowadays. They got every kind of luxury. It could be anything with a motor vehicle. The buck stops here, so this car, something about this car, something's gonna stop. Maybe somebody's telling. Odds are in your favor. Appraisal. Somebody has spiked. It was right sticking out behind it, spiked. Somebody might be spiking food in a restaurant. I don't know. A waiter or a waitress. DoorDash or something like that, motor vehicle, the buck stops here. So, food. Somebody, a food delivery person. 10th sign, rooster. Somebody here spiked something here. Whoa. Dispel evil spirits, good luck omen, on time waking up. Years 1945, 1969, 1993, 1957, 1981, 2005, 2017 are some of the significant years. You can look up the rooster for even more years, maybe. A few weeks from now, that's in the Chinese zodiac. A few weeks from now, something is scheduled to happen because you had to be a big shot, didn't you? Somebody's two-faced. Had to prove it to the crowd. All your friends were so knocked down. You had to have the last word last night. Know what everything's about. You had to have the one hot spotlight. You had to be a big shot last night. Oh, 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 oh. You've had a Dom Perignon in your hand and a spoon up your nose. Oh, you had to be a big shot in the gym. Hamster wheel surviving the daily hustle. So somebody here is making ends meet. I mean, they're not doing great, but they're not doing that bad. Surviving the daily hustle. What's this game over? Whoa. I should have kept those. Something tells me. Third party. Game over. For a third party relationship. Game is over. Or someone that interfered in a relationship. Mental intelligence, judgmental. Somebody is being judged as being too smart. You're too smart. Somebody was trying to get you into a third-party relationship. Now, whether you're the married partner and they're cheating, or whether you're the unmarried person and they have a family. Either way. Waiter, waitress, employee. Might have seen something here. Waiter, waitress. Spring. Something about the springtime. Somebody, waiter, waitress, maybe a restaurant is involved. Overdue. Final notice. Great fortune. Overdue. Can't wait to look into that. So maybe somebody's supposed to give you something here and they didn't. And now, because they didn't, they don't want to, they're panicking that they're going to get in trouble, so they rather just kill you off. What? Does that, people do crazy stuff. Illumination, truth discovery, awakening. You became aware of a murder plot. That's why you weren't getting your money. Somebody was trying to take you out. Oh, serving time, missing you, physical reciprocity. You're too smart for this person. This person thinks that you're going to somehow give them a helping hand and bail them out. Reciprocity. Now they want this and you don't have it anymore. All the times you reached out to them and they didn't take your hand, and now you're not reaching out anymore. Trust the process. You rather trust the process. Somebody's trying to pop the question. They want the process to be towards them getting a proposal. Love, eating their words, blah, blah, blah. This is real love. Between a waiter and a waitress. Or somebody with a waitress or a waiter. This is true love. escapist, motor vehicle, the alchemist. So I don't know. It looks to me like one person believes this is the real deal and the other person wants to get away. The power of transformation is in your hands. The alchemist alchemize challenges into opportunities and manifest your desires. See, somebody wants to escape the desires of someone else. Hey, I'm sorry, but that's what they want to do. It may not be a pleasant thing. Please don't make the situation your circumstance, nor the circumstance your situation. Use your own discernment. I don't know your life. Let your conscience be your guide. It's the best way to go, and your intuition. The buck stops here. Somebody may be turning around and getting a ring of praise. Oh my gosh, that's pretty funny. What is this with this buck stops here, divine? The greatest, multifaceted, exceptional. The buck stops here. I am the GOAT. I am the greatest. Somebody's saying this. Yeah, they're trying to get away and they're like, no, there's nowhere to go. Come right here. Odds are in your favor. Somebody here is stealing something here. Stillness. No, those type of cards come up like thieving, pieces of thieving. So congratulations if you are getting engaged and hamster wheel, surviving the daily hustle. Odds are in your favor. You're a survivor. Somebody's insecure about getting a proposal. So divine timing, everything happens when it's meant to. But somebody here spiked something. Trust in the unfolding of the universe's perfect plan. See, look, someone else has to go first before someone else can come in. That's, but this may be somebody who, look, a rooster's getting a clap back here. I'm wanting critiques, quick response, ruthless. Somebody born in the sign of the rooster, Chinese zodiac, may be seen as wanting revenge or getting their clap back for something, or you getting your clap back. So a few weeks from now, unemployed, debt, bad credit. Ooh. Somebody went from great fortune, okay, but as soon as you became aware of this murder plot, they may have even, what am I saying here? They may have taken, that's these cards now, and then this is my card that we started out with. Now look, can't make it up, right? Well, but anyway, I don't like the overuse of that phrase, but anyway, it looks to me like somebody was expecting some kind of money here. Game's over though. Something happened and I don't know that they're getting it. Woo-hoo. Divine timing. And then spiked. Or somebody shoot, this could also be spiked, could be like I had the basketball in the hoop, somebody could have scored something. Okay, a rooster. Toil and labor. Working hard or hardly working. What's this game over for this third party? Or, what does it mean? Great fortune. So something here with a third party and a lot of money, game's over for that. Judgmental, toil and labor. Somebody is very judgmental about people's work. They critique everything. Their opinion is the most honored opinion in the universe. They critique everything. Spring. So something about this waiter and this waitress may have met in the spring, and they together decided to do something here. What's this great fortune? Overdue final notice. This is somebody working. Toil and labor. Somebody is occupying this great fortune. They were supposed to give it to maybe you, and they just held on to it. They just, decided to sit on it, thinking that you weren't smart enough to figure this out, but you are. Something about a murder plot made somebody ill. They were supposed to make you ill. Yeah, they were supposed to make you ill, this third party here. But you became aware of it. This is a murder plot. Somebody wanted you sick in bed. So this way they'd have to serve you, main female, serving you. So that they would have to take care of you. And then in the taking care of you, they could speed up your demise, is what I'm hearing. Pop the question, by food. Pop the question and then suddenly be wealthy. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Trust the process. So that's what they were doing, little by little. They were doing it little by little because you were too smart for them to do it any other way. You thought they loved you, or they thought you loved them. Now they're eating humble pie. And that out of your love for this person, they thought that you would never think of them in a million, trillion, zillion years. But they're a thief. They want to escape. They want to get out of this marriage, maybe contract, or this idea that somebody has that they're going to get a ring. Family, goat. They want this family. They're like, you cannot be out there. We got a family now. I don't want you doing sleeping around. Now, this may be somebody who's not married, but they have maybe a child between them. I don't know. Hamster wheel, surviving daily hustle. Privileged lady. Odds are in your favor. Just keep doing what you're doing is what it's saying. It's saying, like, even though it doesn't seem like you're getting anywhere, the hamster wheel, right? The odds are in your favor. So just keep doing it, even if it does seem that way. This community is very, somebody's very insecure here about this group of people, something they're having appraised for a group of people. I don't know, or by a group of people, but a group of people maybe looking at the ring and going, ooh, ah, or whatever they say, this person's insecure. There we go again. Somebody is working in divine timing. Divine timing. Because there it is, the final notice to give it to you, and there's divine timing. This is this nonsense that these people were playing in between times. Somebody thought they could come in. Maybe you popped the question that you would be expecting that, but you weren't. You weren't. And that's the thing. Unwanted critiques, quick response. So something about a house here. And family is your family. Somebody in your family, this is twice. The buck stops here. They're not getting this. A few weeks from now, somebody's going to suffer in your family a huge financial loss. There's something about a child passing away because of two lovers, a gift given to a child, a sudden wealth. They were cut off. This gift again. Somebody's in despair. This doesn't make whatever makes sense to this person. So sometimes the readings seem a little weird, but it's because it makes sense to this person. And I know it makes sense to somebody when they troll me. It's like, oh, okay. You know what? I don't want to use these. I already want to use these. Did I say that first of all, did I thank you guys yet? Thank you so much for watching my videos and my channel and being a part of this journey. I appreciate you so much. Each and every one of you, thank you. Thank you particularly to my Patreon sponsors and members over there that support me, all of you that support me. Thank you. Patreon Gypsy Hobo reading is up, locked, and loaded. So for those who are paid members, they will see it today. For ones that are free members, they will see it, whatever, 3 days out, 72 hours. I don't know, whatever that is. You get a preview as a paid member. Great fortune. Queen of Rods. Somebody interfered here. Game is over for a Queen of Rods who interfered as a third party with a great fortune. They're really freaking out over this, that you're too smart for this. That's something they put a lot of work into. Or somebody here is too smart for this. This is justice. Okay, this is somebody too smart. Spring, waiter, waitress are going to court. Or they did back in the spring. What did they go to court for, Divine? This could be you if you're a waiter or a waitress. You could have gone to court in the spring. The sun, some awareness about somebody's occupation. Aha. Aren't you supposed to, if you run a restaurant, right? Don't your waiters and your waitresses, something about their tips, their wages and their tips? Is there some tax thing here? I don't know. Somebody came aware of something at work. Final notice. Somebody was supposed to do something in the spring. Final notice with regards to this fortune. Bad health. Yeah, you closed this chapter when you found out that somebody was trying to end you with bad health. You became aware of it. Or somebody around you became aware of it. Main female. Yeah, the high priestess, the main female. Somebody that's serving time in secret. This could be a feminine who is secretly serving time for doing something. Wheel of Fortune, maybe this is what changed this destiny here, and this person popped the question, trust the process, because this other person's serving time. Waiter or waitress, King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, a earth sign feminine, thought that somebody loved them. That somebody loved them. So they might have popped the question to this person, and this person was setting them up here. You see what I mean with the sudden fortune? Yeah, because it's being announced this person was a thief, and now they're trying to escape. They might be putting something in someone's automobile. Be careful in your gas tank, so be careful with that. Someone doesn't want, yeah, the buck stops here. Someone here was tricked, hoodwinked, or double-crossed when it came to a family. So the buck stops here. They're seeing, you see very clearly. You're illuminated. You see very clearly, and you're putting an end to it, one way or another. If not for the whole group, but for yourself. Some people say you, for some of you, you may have ended or generational curses, but then you wonder why the pattern's repeating in somebody else in your family's life. You're here to deal with your lesson, and as the Hindus say, not stand in the way of anyone else's. So if you try and warn somebody and they still want to go down the path they're going down, you really, I used to feel guilty about that a lot. I don't as so much anymore because the whole time they're going down the wrong path. You're an idiot. Privileged lady. A king of cups is interested in a privileged lady. Is he? Odds are in your favor. See, there's some emotion going to a privileged lady who keeps coming around to this king of cups. They keep coming around hoping for something, and the community keeps pushing it away, saying that you're not worthy of this pop in the question too. You're unworthy. That's what they feel. Okay, but now somebody's they want to work on divine is saying divine timing. Now, if this is somebody that is trying to get back with you or something because they did not value you, or they want you to reconcile within something here, they want to make a reconciliation, be forgiven for, celebrate with, la da 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 da. And this could be something that has over time accumulated. This has a time element to it, appraisal. House. Somebody works, this is the second time I got this. Somebody works on a house. Clap back. Somebody works on a house, or doing housework. No, this is a carpenter or something working on a house. And to apologize, someone in your family wants to apologize because they went into debt. They were working on a house and they went into debt. Somebody was working on a house and they went into debt because somebody stole from them. That's what they're saying. They're saying somebody stole from them, from their job, occupation. Somebody's stealing somebody's work. And somebody's saying, no more. You can't do that anymore because you're aware of it. That's why they can't do it anymore. And they might have been paying this privileged lady here, a king of cups may have been paying a privileged lady on like a monthly or a weekly or whateverly to defend them in the community. But time's up. It's time for something to go back to, where's that occupation card I just saw? For something to go back to its original owner. Divine timing. Somebody's finding out that somebody's copying someone's work and someone's getting caught. That's what it says here. Yeah. Somebody's who maybe you were left out in the cold and somebody wants you to change your mind so that you could get a payout. They want to hold on to something until you change your mind. About what? I don't know. Guys, that's been this reading. I will talk to you in a little bit. Thank you for joining me. Come back around. Hit the bell icon so that you know. And yeah. Until we meet again. Peace.